Hello everyone, it's a great day to be a Genshin Impact player. I mean, we finally have the Tsaritsa Anastasya Feodorovna Snezhnaya. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, but her design is gorgeous. And in this video, I will be ranking all the characters that have been revealed. I will not be including Arlecchino, Sandrone, and Childe because we already know them. And honestly, there's no point in introducing them right now. Like ranking their hype because they're already hyped characters and they're beloved characters. And just stating it over here, number one, everybody knows it, but it's going to be the Tsaritsa. So this is basically a list from characters 2 to 11. And yeah, let's just see where my hype stands. You can just see where my hype stands with these characters because number one is the Tsaritsa. Now, all right, starting off, sorry Sandrone, sorry Arlecchino, sorry Childe. But I love you. I love you all. And I'm so hyped to see that these are main characters. It's kind of sad that, we don't have Columbina. But I mean, I would not mind having my moon goddess girlfriend back to Snezhnaya. But all right, starting off, number 11, because there are 11 new characters, including the Tsaritsa. Number 11 outplays this new guy named Alyosha. Simply because I just feel like he's going to be the Aino of this region. He's going to be a free 4-star that that can probably help us create stellar fields. I mean, he did so in the preview for Snezhnaya, so anything is possible. He has a very deep voice, which is kind of nice, and he uses a gun which is very reminiscent of Chevreuse and Cloran, but much more reminiscent of Chevreuse because I think they have the same type of gun. And he is a wolf incarnate, from the teaser that we saw when he apparently had this imaginary shoot off with another character. So he incarnated himself as a wolf. I mean, he personified himself as a wolf. So it is kind of nice. But still, I have to rank them somewhere. And he's probably one of those guys that I'm not really interested. Even his design wise, he's completely clothed. He has this really cute hoodie on with fur, which I think I kind of understand where the wolf resemblance comes from, or where the wolf symbolism comes from. But yeah, apart from that, I don't have much to say for him right now, except that, I think that he's going to be the Aino of this region, the free character that we're going to get. All right, after that, we have number 10, Mitya, or I have no idea how to pronounce this name. Mitya. I'm going to just, stick to Mitya right now, Mitya, because the TY in my dialect, in Hindi or in India, you usually pronounce that with the soft T, so it's Tia. So I'm just going to stick to Mitya until we hear the official pronunciation in game. But yeah, when I saw him, my first thought was Misha from Star Rail. And I just, I don't know why, but my immediate thought was like, this guy is definitely a Geo or an Anima user. I just saw the stones on his clothes and I was like, he's got to be a Geo or an Anima user. There's no other option for him. And we didn't get to see him a lot in the main teaser, and he just maybe one line where he just said the Krezhnik clock, which I have no idea what it means, and he was just sitting around and reading books or something. So we have to see more about him in game or in other teaser and other trailers. As of right now, he just stands out as a very cute little guy. Cute, like maybe a cute 16-year-old 17-year-old dude or researching into some stuff. It's kind of nice though. But yeah, I don't have much words for him apart from the fact that I think his name is pronounced Mitya. He is. All right, after that we got a number 9, Vesna. Now Vesna is a new character that I personally believe is going to be the Navi of this region. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But the moment that I heard her voice, and she was like, we are from the Druzhna, and we are honored to something for the Tsaritsa. I don't know why, but the vibe of it just reminded me of Navia. And apparently in English, she's voiced by Yao Guang from Star Rail, which is I don't know why, but Yao Guang does not sound like that. She sounds exactly like Navia. In my head, I don't know why. Also, she's a Fey unit, Fey character with an Animo Stellar Linchpin. So I'm assuming Animo Stellar Swirl is somewhere around the corner. I mean, we have heard of it from certain sources of information, so it is possible she's gonna be our Stellar Swirl character. I like her design. I like the fact that she's from the police force of Snezhnaya, who are overly loyal to the Tsaritsa, and many people are on Twitter. I saw many people calling her that she's going to be the weakest character, but I don't think so. I think she has the potential woman, and I think she has the potential to be a really great character. And honestly, she reminds me of Britomart from FGO. If you haven't seen that, go check her up. She is absolutely cute. She is also a fairy. She is loyal to her loyal to her Highness Morgan from Lost Belt 6, Avalon Lafay. And Tsaritsa also resembles Morgan in some ways. So I think, there's a nice little coincidence over there where Vesna and Britomart are similar in nature, similar in looks, and I just hope she has a bubbly personality just like Britomart, because she honestly reminds me of that. I'm excited for her, but I mean, honestly, we don't know much about her, and her design is, kind of generic, I would say. So, let's just see until the characterization happens in game. Now, number 8 is a difficult choice, and I put Pantalone here. Yeah. I know I'm gonna get wrecked for this selection, but honestly, I just do not like this guy. I hated Dottore. I absolutely hated that guy. I'm so pissed at him. I'm still pissed at him. I just hate that guy. Pantalone is kind of different in the sense that he's very manipulative. He's very smart. Like, he's not the smart Dottore kind of way, but he's very cunning, I feel. And he has this mischievousness sort of evil in his head. Like, when you look at him, you don't just think that there's something evil about him. And I don't that's just what ticks me a bit. Like, I can't seem to like him a lot because of that. But overall, his design is absolutely amazing. I have no idea whether he will be playable or not, but I'm excited to see his story, and even if he's a villain, how good of a villain he is. Because if he's anything like Dottore, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Because if a villain can make you hate them with ferocity, with anger, with fire, and I think the villain has done their job. And I think Dottore did a very good job at that. And I honestly hope Pantalone is somewhere around that level. But we will see. We will see in the future. Number 7, Danica. Honestly, because she looks hot. That's it. That's why she's above Pantalone. Call me biased. Call me a man who just falls for women. But she is hot. I mean, you can't just. I mean, you cannot deny it. A maid, assassin, possibly, stoic face. She's got all the traits for I don't know, for guys to like her, especially if she's a fictional character. In real life, I'm 2 steps away, 2 steps in the different direction. But over here, I just, I think that her design is actually, her introduction is what caught my eye, because, she's on the train and you see her and she just, suddenly just stab someone in the back and then she opens some sort of portal, I think, which, I mean, I honestly have no idea what it was, but her introduction sold me, and that's why she was placed higher than Pantalone. Also, we've already met Pantalone once in Sumeru, so I mean, we already know him kind of. Danica is entirely new, and I'm quite confused on her vision, because I've read somewhere that people are calling her Electro. I believe she's Dendro because of her hair color and her design and all, but who knows, maybe Hoyoverse finally started to let go of the colors of their clothes matching their visions, design philosophy. So it could be anything. I mean, we already had Yehoda, who's Animo, but has no speck of Animo on her anywhere. So it kind of it could be like that. Like she could be Electro, but overall, I think that if they keep with the assassin vibe that she has, it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool story wise. Like we have Rosaria already in this game, but we could also use another maid assassin. We already have a nun assassin. We get a maid assassin. In 2 pages ahead, you will see a possibly a dancer assassin. So like I just like that we're going the assassin route. Assassin's Creed Genshin. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Danica. Pretty nice character, pretty nice introduction. I like her voice, and I don't know, maybe she could be a robot, an automaton, something like Sandrone. I mean, who knows? Who knows? But all right, moving on. We got number 6, Pulcinella. Did I pronounce that right? Pulcinella, the rooster. Yeah, the rooster. Now, also, why he's lower is simply because of the fact that I do not know anything about this dude except that he only ordered half a day of Snezhnaya being closed for Rosalind's funeral, which I disagree. Like she deserved 2 days of mourning straight. She was a good comrade, fighting for the cause. She gave her life. Half a day is nothing. I will protect Rosalind with my life. Nah, man. I like his character, like the way that he's kind of tiny, he's kind of short. He kind of resembles the dwarves, the dwarven thing, the dwarven stuff that fantasy novels have, the dwarven trope. And I don't know, I like his voice actor a lot. Like honestly, his voice actor really makes me like him, and he's got a different kind of vibe to him that I don't know, like you could listen to him. Like if he gives a lecture, I feel like you could listen to him even if you don't like him. There's something in his voice that makes you want to listen to him, and I think that's why I'm attracted, like appealed by this guy. Like I'm not attracted, but I'm appealed by this guy. And also he has a pretty nice design, and I'm really glad that Hoy was stuck with the short version of him. And I hope he is playable. I hope if he is playable, he does not have this running animation that that all the kids do with the hands flapping out. I wish he has done Eonson type animation, running animation, or I don't know, maybe he grows tall or something. I have no idea. I hope he doesn't grow tall. He will lose his charm if he grows tall, not gonna lie. But yeah, he's actually pretty cool, and I think, like, I just hope to God they don't kill him. I mean, please don't kill Pantalone. I don't care. Do not kill Pulcinella. Or maybe, I don't know. Do what you want. I'm just a consumer. But yeah, he's number 6. And that is all I have for Pulcinella right now. And also, even his reveal photo only has his eye, which is kind of strange for Hoyas because everybody else gets a full pose, show till the chest or till the stomach or something, till the waist, kind of pose, and this guy just gets just like this. Like he gets this for some reason. I have no idea why. It is what it is. All right, moving on. We got number 5, Odette. Odette. The first thing I saw, that when I saw her in the teaser, my mind actually went, Robin from Star Rail is in Genshin. She did a career change. She has had enough of Penacony's shit. She does not want to go there and sing welcome to, and she's also off meta right now in a Star Rail. So she's like, screw it. I'm going to Genshin. I'm going to get myself a stellar linchpin because she has a stellar linchpin. Even if you look at this photo over here, right in the corner at the bottom, like in the middle bottom, you can see a tiny diamond like shape. That's her stellar linchpin, and stellar linchpins are going to be meta whether you like it or not. So she's just got the best of the best. A cryo stellar linchpin. I mean, what's the best? What else can you get? And she's probably an assassin. She's most definitely an assassin because she straight up went for the kill during Vodyanitsa's opera show. Honestly, if you look at her from the back, she does not look like Robin. But when you looked at her, like when I saw her from the front, and the design, or maybe it was the lighting that gave her clothes a purple glow, a purple white glow that Robin has, my mind just immediately went to Robin for some reason. I still look at her like Robin, like she is Robin for some reason. I don't know why. I just believe that she could be. But apart from that, she has the proper assassin vibe to her, with the covering herself with a cloak and going in for the kill while removing her cloak. And she does not have many lines in the trailer. I think she just has a few grunts here and there. But still, that few seconds of reveal was enough to make me like her a lot. And I like that her name rhymes with Lynette. Maybe we get a Odette Lynette collab sometime soon. Like give us a mini event with Lynette coming to Snezhnaya for some work for Arlecchino, and we got Odette over there, and then we have this Lynette Odette tie-up. It's gonna be peak. It's gonna be amazing. Not gonna lie. But yeah, number 5, Odette, and that's all that I have for her. Her resemblance to Robin is what caught my eye. Anyway, yeah, number 4. I was just checking my count. Number 4, we got Noy. Noy. Joy. Noy. I honestly have no idea what they thought when they were naming this dude. Like, legit no idea. But here we are with Noy. And honestly, at first glance, he reminded me of Argenti. Pure Argenti. When I heard his voice, he reminded me of the Sanguinarch from Arknights. And then when I did some deep diving later, he kind of started to remind me of Horderer from Arknights. And then in the end, I just thought that, maybe if Argenti plus the Sanguinarch plus Horderer all had their genes mixed together and we had a baby, and that baby grew up into a tall, handsome man, we would have Noy. So, like, yeah, that's Noy. That's all I can say for him. Honestly, I have no idea what he is. He looks... Also, he has this mark on his neck, which... I mean, obviously, it's kind of like Renova's mark or Asmodee's mark. I think it's Asmodee's mark. But since I play Wuthering Waves as well, my first thought was, like, hey, that's a Tacit mark. This dude came from Solaris. Get him back there. He's not welcome into that unless we have that Wuthering Waves Genshin Impact collab. But yeah, this is the closest thing we can get to a Genshin Impact Wuthering Waves collab. Noy seems to be a very old figure, and I won't be surprised if there are leaks running wild that there are vampires in Snezhnaya. So I would not be surprised if this dude is a vampire. He honestly gives the looks of it, like with the blood red eyes, the vibes. All he's missing are the teeth, and if he has the whatever the fangs come out, it could be peak. It could be peak, but I'm quite surprised that the males actually, appeal to me more than the females this time. Barring the Tsaritsa, of course, but yeah. So it's kind of nice. Like, I kind of appreciate that the male designs are absolutely gorgeous and amazing in Snezhnaya, and they actually make me want to pull for them. So, like, yeah, let's just continue. Noy is done. After that, we got Vodyanitsa. We've heard about Vodyanitsa since, if I'm not mistaken, since Linnea, or I think even before that. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere about Vodyanitsa before Linnea as well, but I can't seem to remember it, not gonna lie. I think it was Flint's, maybe. I don't really know. I'll have to check that. But Vodyanitsa is an opera singer. She is, I mean, even Rosalind talked about her in Sandrone's character teaser. And I did not expect her voice to be so soft. I mean, like, if you imagine opera singers, you have their deep voices, like when they sing their octaves or whatever it's called. I have no idea what it's called. But whenever they go super deep and super high, and I have no idea how that voice translates to Vodyanitsa, because she was singing as well in the teaser, and that voice was completely different from her speaking voice because she was narrating as well. But overall, my first thought when I saw her was that she was like 37 from Reverse 1999. That is it. That was my thought. Like, this is Reverse 1999's 37. And I actually like 37 a lot over there, even though she's a dumb, annoying, math crazy girl. But she's kind of cute, and I just kind of ignore all the stuff that I find annoying. Vodyanitsa's haircut also seems kind of cute, and honestly, it just feels very 37. Like, when I just go search up Reverse 999 37, and you'll understand what I'm speaking about. She's a Hydro user, confirmed. She has a Snezhnayan case, and I just hope that she scales on HP, man, not some random nonsense. I hope she scales on HP, and I hope she's a shielder, because Hydro, I think, really needs a shielder, and we're not talking about Dahlia. Like, come on, like, come on, Dahlia shield is, uh, yeah, yeah. I just hope that maybe, or maybe she's a buffer or something. I have no idea, but I just hope she has great supportive capabilities. And I don't know how she'll fit in the entire stellar reaction setup, but maybe she could prove beneficial to lunar reactions, or who knows, maybe Skirk. Because if she's Hydro, she's got to be compared to Skirk. She will be put into Skirk's premium team, and we will judge her for that. That's what people who play for meta do. So like, yeah, but honestly, I like Vodyanitsa's design. I was actually really hyped for her because I read Linnea's voice line, and I vividly remembered her that she has really nice. She has a great voice, and the people of Snezhnaya love her. There are, I think, she's a siren. I'm pretty sure Flynn's talked about her. Maybe, I'm sure. I don't know, but I think I read somewhere that she's a siren, and if it's anything to go by, I mean, I'm just excited for her. I'm just excited because I love that aesthetic where she came out from that giant pearl. It kind of gave me Kokomi vibes, but if Kokomi came out in 2026 instead of 2021, we would have Vodyanitsa as Kokomi. So like, yeah, that's my belief. Yeah. Free Kokomi when, Hoyoverse. I want my fish on my account. I love her. But yeah, Vodyanitsa is actually pretty cute, and I can't wait to see what her story is like. And I think she's gonna play a pretty big role. Or maybe she could be like Nilu. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Alright, number 2. Basically number 1, because I told you guys to ignore the Tsaritsa, but this is number 2. Valeriy. Now we have heard about him. I mean, honestly, I thought that he was a she because we heard Major Valeriy in the 6.6 event, like this latest event that we had, right, with the parrying system where we had to fight the dog and then the Fatui Fontaine girl and then the Nordcry Fontaine guy. We had to do the parry and all, right? So in that event, I read the voice lines, and this Fontaine girl was actually talking about her unit, and she was like, I would really love to join you if I ever leave the Fatui. And she worked under Major Valeriy, and I was like, maybe this Valeriy dude, this Valeriy gal would be someone from Snezhnaya, and we would see, and she would probably be an NPC. I mean, come on, who really thinks that deep into it? But when I saw this name, and then I saw somebody post it on Twitter, and they were like, they joined the dots, and I was like, oh no. So she's a he, and that he is handsome. Yeah, not gonna lie, I really like his vibe, and while many people are, picking up some anime character, I've not seen him, honestly. I've not seen him in anime, but my first thought was Final Fantasy 15 to be precise, because my first thought was like, this is Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, if he removed his beard, wore some badass armor, golden armor, because he has this really good hairstyle which is very reminiscent of Noctis. And after that, I think, the more I saw him, the more I felt like, maybe he's like Clive from Final Fantasy 16. So basically, my two thoughts were Final Fantasy. And since I love Final Fantasy genre, like I like the character designs and all. I've only played 15 and 7 Remake, sadly. But I have kept an idea on what characters are there in other games, what designs are they like. And, seen the trailers, seen the combat, seen everything, seen the playthroughs, walkthroughs, Radbrad saving me from, not being able to experience games. But my initial thoughts were like, this is like Noctis and Clive, and that's what made me attracted to him. It's kind of like the Varka situation where I saw Varka and I was like, this dude looks like Cloud. And then I'm like, holy, I want this dude. So over here, this dude looks like Noctis and Clive. And we already have Noctis's voice actor in Genshin, as the form of Neuvillette. So I have no idea I mean, it would have been amazing if he was also Ray Chase also voiced this character. But whoever the voice actor is, I'm pretty sure they will do an amazing job. I think he spoke one line, and it was enough to make me like go flat because this dude was actually amazing. And yeah, that's it. That's it. This is like if you ignore the Tsaritsa, this is my number one most hyped character. And I swear to God, I saw one leak today that they were saying he's going to be a 4-star. I hope not. I hope not. Please don't make him a 4-star. Please, please, please. That design is too good to not to to be a 4-star. Make him a 5-star, please. I want to see that burst animation close up. But all right, coming to the final one. Anastasya Feodorovna Snezhnaya. I still have no idea how to pronounce that name. But when I saw her, it was everything that I imagined. I did not imagine anything. But when I saw her, I immediately recognized that, this is the Tsaritsa. I did not need any visual cues. I did not need any I am the Tsaritsa announcement. I just saw her face, and it was quite evident. The eyes with icicles in her pupils, the pale white skin that is very, very, very stereotypical of ice queens in every fictional media. Just look at Elsa or Emma Frost. I mean, I don't think Emma Frost actually has ice powers though. But yeah, Elsa. And her gloves, her elven ears. So immediately I saw her and I was like, this is the Tsaritsa. And she has the most badass Archon design. I think it's badass. I think it's so badass. And it reminds me of Morgan from FGO. I mean, she also has the same pose where she has one hand over here and one hand holding her pole stretched out. And Morgan has that exact same pose. Morgan is also pale white. Morgan has blue eyes. Tsaritsa has blue eyes. Morgan has white hair. Tsaritsa has white hair. Both of them wear blue themed outfits. It is absolutely peak. I'm just, and even the voice actor for the Tsaritsa is so good. It's so good because she has such a deep voice, and I think it channels so well for the Tsaritsa. I think I'm super hyped for her character arc, and I read this theory a lot of places that she's gathering the Gnosis to revive her beloved, who was the third descender, and she also has a child. She's a mother. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think that we should have mothers in Genshin to be played. I have. That's just a meme. If you haven't heard about it, somebody just said that they don't like Alice being playable because she's a mother. It just it just makes me laugh all the time. But yeah, the Tsaritsa is a mother, and I would just understand. Just understand the feelings, bro. Just understand it. I'm pulling for her. C0R1 day one. I don't care. I do not care. We are getting C0R1 off her. Her pose, her association with Rhine-Daughter was actually really interesting. I like that one scene where she just, straight out went to fight Renova, come at me, you deluded god. The blessings of the deluded gods. I mean, that taunt, that remark. it was cold humor, and that is perfect. That is perfect from the Tsaritsa. But yeah, she's the number one most hyped character, and I think my initial reaction, I mean, the more I look at her, the more prettier she gets. It's kind of like Mawika situation all over again. But the more I saw Mawika when she was first revealed, the more I fell in love with her. And she's my main right now. I mean, I love Mawika, and she's probably my strongest character in the game right now. So if Tsaritsa has anything to go by, I think I'm gonna have to decide between them. Yeah. But alright, that's a discussion for some other time. Over here, just want to say that this was my list. Greatest list of all time. Who are your most hyped characters? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I'm just super excited for all of them. I'm I'm just giving them numbers to make it much more simpler. But to me, all of them are number one, and I'm excited for all of them. And I really can't wait for Snezhnaya to drop, because this is the end game right now. This is Genshin's end game, and it's gotta be peak. It's gotta be amazing. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to support me. And once again, let me know your favorite characters, barring the Tsaritsa, because I know everybody and the mothers love her. She is a mother. She's a beautiful mother. I love her. All right. Yeah. So with that being said, have a great day. Goodbye.